I'm Daniel Champon, I'm 23 years old. I'm a recent broadcast journalism graduate in 2-1. I'm currently a documentary filmmaker and working on a new documentary which is on Can We Eat Healthier for Less. I've also worked for these companies here. I'll explain to you exactly how I managed to get to these companies, building my confidence across my stages. These are my achievements, so I'll let you read through a few of them. And I'll talk to you about the two that I'm really impressed by. So these are the two I'm impressed by. I'm working as a PA shooting tour in Region Redknapp. Last year, February, I was working with Sky, and I was working as a creative assistant, so I was working on Sky Sports, Sky Entertainment, working on a whole load of different things. I wanted to get to know people, making myself available, introducing myself to people, and that was one of the main things I was really doing. So I managed to speak to the head of sports and tell him about what I'm doing, my documentary, learn how to direct, learn how to edit. I gained a press release on my first documentary on It's Fast Week in British Youth. From doing that documentary, I was really passionate about it. It was from my personal experience. This documentary really meant a lot to me, so I really gave it my all, really was passionate about it and just put it out there. And the news came to me and said they want to put it out there because it was singled out by an external examiner. These are my press releases. What's next? So I'm currently working on an initiative called Talk to Dan, which I've got my business cards there. It's basically going to help young people aged 16 to 25 break into the industry through motivational events. So my aim is to give you guys tips, advice, motivate you guys through my work, and most importantly, to gain essential key skills and obtain opportunities with media. So this is the logo for Talk to Dan, and basically how Talk to Dan will help you if you're getting into media or into media. I have regular updates on my events and motivational posts on what I've done in the industry, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. Advertisement of jobs and work experience from the industry, so I advertise jobs on my pages and work experience. There's lots of places that you guys may not know, so and I know of that, so advertising that is helping you guys as well. Advertising on media networking events and advertising on ad hoc opportunities in my work. What I mean by that is I might have an event going on and I might post stuff that I need, so say a runner on the shoot or cameraman, and you guys can apply through that, and obviously I tell who the successful applicant is, and the people that didn't get the role, I'd give them feedback and tell them where they went wrong, if that makes sense. From September 2017 onwards, I'm going to be holding events at universities and colleges. How to sell yourself from the CV is the first thing I'll be doing. So, for example, everyone has a CV in here, and we all put down I'm highly motivated, I'm determined, I'm the best person in the world, employ me, whatever it may be, but we're meant to back up our talk, back up why we're motivated, why we're determined. So, for example, when we were on English GCSE, we all were taught how to peel on our work. So if you're going to give a point, give an example and then explain briefly on the CV. And that's exactly what I mean by how to sell yourself in the CV. Also, each event will be held with activities. So, for example, I could split you guys in teams of 3, give each team CV, and basically look at what the CV's do's and don'ts are. So, and then obviously that team gets 1 point, that team gets 1 point. For example, going to events is the best way of networking and finding the next opportunity. It's not about what you know; it's about who you know. So it's really important to go to events. From what I've done, Channel 4, Sky, ITV, I really went out there and just went to events, wanted to meet people, wanted to understand more about the media industry. What you guys need to do, so I've got a contacts book. Every person I've met, I've put the contacts in here, and you can also have a backup to your email, of course. But why this is so important, because if you know, every single person you meet, so every person here is a contact, so you know, she's your contact, he's your contact, he's your contact example. So you have to treat everyone as if they're a contact. Make it really important to treat everyone as a contact, because you all have to help each other. Like, we're all on the same journey to get to where we want to be. Make sure you have a LinkedIn Twitter account. If you don't, it's okay. Just start today. LinkedIn is really, really important. I'll show you why LinkedIn is important. Twitter account is vital. The new contact will always ask you if you're on LinkedIn or Twitter, or both. Facebook and Instagram is not going to cut it. That's just for personal stuff, your friends, for example. Have a keen eye for detail. So look around for media networking events. What I mean by that is, when we're all in college, when I was in college, I used to just, worry about, the next incoming WhatsApp that's coming in or whatever it is. When you're outside, wherever you're on college, have a look around, like look at posters, look at things that's going around. There could be opportunities. When I was in university, there was posters on the wall and stuff. I always like to look around and see what's going on, so I know there's opportunities going on. Just don't look straight. Always have a keen eye for deals, so look around and see what's going on around you, if that makes sense. Download Eventbrite on your phone. It's really important. That's why I started. Eventbrite has free events. Go to events that's going to help you, so there could be an event where an inspirational speaker is going to come in and talk about how he broke the industry, and then through that event you'll meet with people, you're gaining contacts, you're building confidence. Just grab a friend. So if you don't feel confident to go by yourself, because when I first started I wasn't confident, I went with a friend, and then you keep going with a friend and then okay cool, I can go by myself now, and then you start just going to lots of different events, you meet lots of people, someone gives you an opportunity. It's that easy, it's that simple. And this is what LinkedIn can do. So if your LinkedIn is up to scratch, you've got your contacts, and you've been able to put all your portfolio there and everything, this is what LinkedIn can do. You can just get opportunities from anywhere. Opportunity comes from out of the blue, and by having a LinkedIn, you can just get a message from anybody, and there's so many contacts on there, professionals. People are watching you every single day. And I mean, if it's social media accounts or just what you're doing, no one cares about what you've done last year, January, if that makes sense. The most recent thing you should have done is maybe 3 months ago, 4 months ago. People care about that, but always keep yourself consistent. Always make sure you're doing something. If you're not doing something, it's okay, but at least find what you want to do and work with someone on it, if that makes sense. So girls, don't fall into the trap I'm too pretty to work, because some of you girls do. And guys, just think outside the box. This is where to for work experience. So I'm going to show you a few places to look for work experience. And before I show you the where to look for work experience, when I first started out, I didn't know anywhere to look for work experience. I typed in Google media work experience. So I didn't know where to look. A lot of these company names have the weirdest names, very creative and just different. So Go Think Big is very good. This is an online digital hub basically, and it has lots of experience, internships, jobs, events, seminars. Channel 4 work experience is very good. I've worked there before. Be confident and apply for these places. I know there's going to be lots of places like Channel 4, ITV, Sky. It can scare you at first, and it did scare me at first. I didn't want to apply for it and get the outcome out, I failed and all that kind of stuff. Like, you got to fail maybe 10 times to get your first opportunity. You've got to accept that, you know what I mean? And with me, I'm very proactive and persistent. I want to keep building and building and building and building and giving it a go. At least try it so that you know the outcome, if that makes sense. So ITV, Sky, Channel 4 is really good. Liberty is very good. The guy that you heard swore in the documentary, he's from Liberty. So as you can see, I had work experience there, but I was able to go back through that, maybe creating the contacts, I was able to go back and actually work with him on the documentary. It was that simple. Well, like, you send an email and be like, okay, I think you guys would be great for it because of what they do as a company, if that makes sense. And these are other places to look as well. So if you're interested in, say, web series, and I know some of you guys know Sebastian Phil. Have you heard of Just a Couple? It's a YouTube web series. Well, this is his company, Upshot Entertainment. He does a lot of web series stuff, but short films, so it's good to look on there. This is good for jobs, just lots of opportunities, internships, freelancing, permanent jobs. Tiger Aspect's good for work experience and jobs. So BBC, MTV. A lot of these might just scare you. You might think, like, these big company names, like, how the hell do I even start? How do I even go about with it? Remember why you started. That's why I always say to myself, remember why you started. You started for a reason. You started to get an opportunity because you want to actually break into media. Everything I've done is great, but my mentality says to me that it's not great because I want to keep building, and because of that, that's why I keep going forth and keep getting better and better and better and better and building. Creative access is also good as well. It's only open to Black, Asian, minority ethnics because it's trying to do a bit more diversity in the media. The most important one is, if you don't believe in yourself, no one will believe in you. If I never believed in myself, Channel 4 won't believe in me. Sky won't believe in me, ITV won't believe in me. Believe in your CV, believe that you're great at what you do. You don't have to be great to start, you have to start to be great. This camera that I'm filming with, when I bought it, I didn't know how to use it. But I went out on my way to look at tutorials, I went on my way to learn and to build, because I wanted to become that person, to know how to use it. Now I'm filming events with that camera. I'm I'm doing lots of things that camera, I'm filming my documentary, that camera, I'm filming something my brother's clothing line. Do one thing every day that scares you. So those companies, Sky, ITV, Channel 4, MTV, it may scare you now, but if it scares you, apply for that role. You'll be surprised at the outcome. Like, just give it a go, give it a nudge, and actually just go out there and apply. If you're feeling stuck to apply for it, speak to your lecturer, get advice, and they'll be able to, like, at least calm it down and tell you exactly how you can apply, give you some tips. And one of the most important things as well is some people want to sleep more than want success. We all love sleeping. I love sleep. I could sleep all day, but what I'm trying to say here is that if you really want to be successful and break into media, you're willing to give up a bit of sleep. So, for example, you're willing to better your trade, stay late nights and learn how to edit if editing is your passion, stay late nights and do a bit of script writing if your script writing is your passion, if camera work's your passion, do a bit of tutorials, for example. So, be up those early mornings. I'm not trying to say get up 9 AM every single day, but what I'm trying to say is that stand out from the crowd. Like, be that first person to, I'm that serious, I want to get that opportunity. Don't fear failure, fear being in the exact same place next year as you are today. So what I like to say is that we all have 365 days in a year. What are you doing with your days? Understand that everyone in here is talented. I don't know everyone personally, but I believe every single young person is talented, and all of you guys have the talent to build and to become something that you want to be. If you want to become a director, if you want to become an editor, a graphic designer, you've got to obviously learn a few things. You've got to do a few tutorials. You've got to learn how to use After Effects, Premiere Pro. Some of these programs you may or may not know, but you have to learn. You have to give yourself the opportunity. The reason why I'm saying and nagging you guys for this is because sometimes we're a bit lackadaisical, we're a bit relaxed, we're a bit laid back, and we just feel like, everything's going to come to us. It don't work like that in media. Media is a scary world, and when I stepped in, I've seen how you have to be consistent. Someone could come talk to you or come talk to you and say, what's the last thing you worked on? If you're not consistent, no one cares. As harsh as it sounds, if you're not consistent, you're not doing nothing, no one cares. If someone asks me what I'm doing, I can tell them I'm working on a documentary. Obviously, I'm starting to talk to Dan as well. So I'm doing a few things, putting my hands in a couple of pies, if that makes sense. So always be consistent, and then understand that your passion is what you want to do, and don't let no one take the passion from you. If it's important to you, you'll find a way. If not, you'll find an excuse. So if anything I've said today to you is important, you'll find a way. If not, you'll find an excuse. Obviously, it's a lot to take in. I understand that some things it will take you guys time to get to where you want to be and obviously what you want to do, but please understand that everyone in here can get to where they want to be. It just takes time, patience, but also having confidence in yourself. Get yourself a mentor. Mentor is really important. So your mentor could be your best friend, your mentor could be your auntie, your mentor could be anybody. Just get someone that was going to be able to build your confidence. And there's no excuse to living up to your fullest potential. I say this at every event. My mum passed away in 2014, in August. I live just with my brothers, and a lot of people ask me, how the hell do you actually come talk to students, how are you able to do this? I would have felt flat on my face. Understand that there's a lot of things going on, a lot of people go through mental health and, losing a friend or whatever it is, losing a mother or father. But understand that you have to come to terms with things, get yourself back up. If you're failing, get yourself back up. When Mum passed away, it was hard first year. But after that, so I'm gonna make Mum proud and push, talk to Dan, push my documentary and keep going. Because if I just stopped, I'm not gonna get to my dream, am I? So you need to, obviously it depends on the person as well, you need to be strong, of course, but there's people to talk to, friends, family members, your best friends. It could be anybody, but just understand if you're going through something, there's someone else to talk to. And I believe you're not a procrastinator, it's just not a priority to you. So if you want to do something, you will do it. If you don't, then you won't do it. It's just that simple. This whole procrastination thing, I don't believe in it because it's like, if you really wanted to get something done within that week, you would get it done. Obviously, you've got to prioritise a few things, of course, but understand that make things priority. So contacts books are a priority. Getting that LinkedIn account's a priority. Getting that Twitter is a priority. Make these things priority. So understand that you can get to where you want to be. Every person in here is talented. Believe in yourself. Like, don't feel that you can't believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. It's just that simple. This is how you can contact me, and also you guys can take my business cards at the end as well. And thank you for listening. If you have any questions, before you ask questions, anyone going to ask you after?
Yeah. 100%.
If you've got any questions, just anything you want to ask me, like right now is your time. I used to be in a position where like I have a question and I may not answer and I regret it at the end. So if you have any questions, anything, you know, I'll give you an answer. If you like to take my card and email me or give me drop me a text, whatever, then that's fine. It's up to you guys. No questions? Questions?
That is one. You put your hand up. You. Did you put your hand up?
No.
I thought you did.
That's fine, guys. Well, thank you for listening. I really do appreciate it. I've got my cards at the front, so feel free to take one and